So, say Red. What is one of your questions or the first question you would like to ask about men or towards men?
Okay, so my one of my questions is why are a lot of men intimidated by successful women?
That's a
Cause
good
them
question.
oh wait, never mind. I was finna say something mean. It's okay to cry, bro. I be forgetting.
It's okay to cry, bro.
It ain't
So,
okay to be a lame ass nigga and be hating cause your lady doing her thing. What be wrong
right.
with you niggas, man?
I think I think I think you should just be okay, I'm gonna answer the question why. And then I'm gonna give my suggestion on what I believe men should do.
Okay.
So why is I believe here, at least in the States in America, the status quo is the man is supposed to be the one who's taking care of all the bills, supposed to have all the money, and the woman supposedly is supposed to be at home, take care of the kids, and cooking. But now in this day and age, what has changed is the independent women has overcome. They have arrived. They have their own. Yeah, they got their own money. They got their entrepreneurs. They're running businesses. They're now getting in higher level positions in certain organizations and companies. And men over the generations aren't used to that at all.
Right.
So once the change started happening and these women started overcoming, started overpowering, women started showing and they always been talented, but the moment they got let into the door and the moment they were being able to showcase their talents, the men who are commonly in those positions, they like, dang, like I'm letting this woman get me, da da da, or I'm letting this,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Damn, like, and then
Women taking over.
they now feel weak, or they now feel soft, or because they've been out beaten by, or this woman has made more money, more successful, whatever it could be, and to their homies, and this is where I'm leading to their homeboys, their father, their brothers, whatever it could be, who set that status quo for them to be, hey man, you gotta be the man of the house, you gotta make all the money, you gotta do that. They're doing that, or they want to meet that status for them.
Right.
Because if they kind of take them out of it, I feel like there's no issue. If she's making more money than you at the time, it is what it is. You either support her fully, and this on my perspective, you're gonna support her fully and what she got going on, and bring what you bring to the table. Because like at the end of the day, if she's a millionaire and you just make thousands, you're a thousandaire, whatever you want to call it. you have to you yourself have to be confident in whatever else you're bringing to the table, whether it's something emotional support, your psychological mind, or what you bring to her, as in any type of support when she's going through things, being her assistant, whatever it is. Like you bring other things to the table to make it make sense. It's but whatever it is, physical, emotional, or mentally, that is not something that she may not have, because she can have finances, but she may be lacking something else, or she needs a partner to do something else. But since men don't really think of the other things around finances, and men are not thinking of, they're not thinking of like, all right, the ultimate goal is to be with her and support her and build a connection and build up together. He's more so thinking about, and I'm not saying all men, but most men are thinking about what their homies are gonna say, what society is gonna say, what the outside is gonna say, what social media is gonna say. So that's why I believe most men are intimidated by talking to a woman who is financially better off than them, because vice versa, if we put in the women's shoe, of course the women, they want the guy who can take care of them, and on average, women like want the guy that is financially stable, mentally stable, whatever the case would be, and that's what they've been taught as well. Hey, that man's supposed to be taking care of you. Hey, that man's supposed to be da da da. So they already had that in their head, but now things are changing.
It's a control thing too when it comes to men. Like that's why they be intimidated. Cause like if your lady making more money than you, then some men like control, and they like to wear their pants in a relationship, shit like that. But you don't fully feel like you in control.
Right.
Wearing the pants, and it could be like, yo, this and that, call shots.
Right.
Less than the lady. So as a man, they make it feel like she ain't gonna take me serious because I make less money than her. So what I look
Right.
like, telling her what to do, or saying this and that. But like, I just think like that's an insecure thing on the man part.
That too.
That's why they be intimidated for real.
They're
Because
mean.
they want that control, but they know they can't really fully get that much control. 'Cause like,
Yeah.
Girls mean.
man, like girls, like nigga,
They would say some
you
shit
ain't
to
making
you.
no money.
That's why you broke, nigga. You be like,
Yeah, they say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They could be making $2 more. You know.
But I'm go ahead.
You a broke nigga.
That is funny.
That's why men don't like to make less money than women because they go to that route. And have you pissed off.
Nah.
I mean, just watch how you talk to me.
That's why a lot of men be like, I ain't fucking. She always thinks she know everything because she make money. To do
Right.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, for real?
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think like that. I
don't care.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna care.
She made more bread than me before I came out here.
That's
Yeah.
just for me. Anything I need or want or something, if I ask, like my girl, she got it. She got it. So I don't give a fuck. She can make more money than me or she want.
Right.
You know,
I feel you.
Damn.
She know my mindset though. Like she make more bread, but she know I'm a boss in my brain.
So
So, bro, let me ask you a question.
okay.
Serious
I got
question
some
if you
questions.
want to, like, genuinely answer.
Yeah, bro.
How did that make you feel?
That she make more.
Nah, when have a broad ever been like, you a broke nigga?
No, bro. Never called me broke.
Mm-hmm.
But my girl have like she do like tough love. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you broke. It's like you not doing shit. That convo we had 2 days ago
Mm.
on the podcast, like I wasn't doing what I had to do as a
Yeah,
man.
I remember.
Oh, right,
So
right. I
it was
remember.
like tough love. Like, you know, you not doing nothing. You just sit on the couch. You just playing the game too long. X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was tough love. So I didn't take it no type of way because I knew in my brain, I'm going to get up. I'm going to start filming. I'm going to edit. I'm going to go out, do consultations, you know, X, Y, Z. Now, the guy that's sitting over here not actually doing nothing and he a bum, he probably take it a little bit more personal. But
Right.
ain't no girl ever called me broke down.
I got you.
Right.
girl call me broke.
So-
I ain't
so-
a kid.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Probably like one time.
Nah, so
like she like,
I
you just call me broke. She ain't no cop. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I got a cop. I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm broke. At least I can get somewhere
You-
when I need to get to. I ain't gotta ask nobody.
You know
so
what?
I just kind of
So,
like
bro,
petty shit like that.
I haven't
Yeah.
been there,
Personal
not
don't
broke, but I definitely had. I had this broad. It had to be. Oh no, it was 3 years ago. She was a sex worker, and she gave me this idea to make like sex toys, which was a hell of an idea. I started it, but we never finished. I changed my mind. But anyway, she was in Detroit, and I remember like this when I first got with Chelsea. So like me and this broad still texting because me and Chelsea shit ain't like solidified. We kicking for the first time in person out of Miami. And I remember like when I got there, I was digging her, so I'm like, oh, this broad I've been talking to, like, you ain't even responding to the one, so I just totally ignore her. But I put a picture up of me in Miami with Chelsea, so the broad hit me and was just like, what she called me? No fat was in there. She definitely called me like a fat. Nigga, I died. Like, me and Chelsea fell out for, like, she had just sent news the night before and was like, I'm sure she had her hopes up, but she seen like, oh, bro, not like I bust the whole pussy open and this nigga's not coming, and I seen like he just in Miami with somebody else, but I ain't like that shit ain't bother me. The shit was comical. I was high on shrooms too, so I was dying like a motherfucker. Bro, she cussed my ass out. She was like, you wasted my fucking time. I can't remember, but it was something like fat and demonic. Something
Yeah.
she called me along. And I was like, I ain't say nothing back. I read this shit loud. I was like, yeah, bitch, your mom. Next. But no, I'm just saying, the whole point of me saying that was like, I have a high confidence as a man, so I've never had that worry to be like, oh, well, I don't want you to get in a certain position because you might try to clown me because I got less than, like, yeah,
Nah,
I don't give a fuck.
y'all ever had? Well, I don't know if y'all had this, but so there are women who used to be like, "Oh, AC, you broke," just because I said I didn't want to do something at that point in time. That involved a lot of money. Like I'm like,
You're broke.
so look,
Opposite.
I used to be like, cause I'm big on budgeting and saving my money, right? And I had like goals of things I want to save up for. I want to save up for a shirt machine that I was trying to do. I I want simple
Right.
things. So, but they would call me broke because of that. And I was just like, damn, how am I broke? Because I got dreams and aspirations.
So, bro,
that are-
I would get a similar energy, but they would say shit like, "Oh, you ain't no fun."
oh,
you,
yeah, that
oh,
too,
you
for
just want to
sure.
work. Or you a granddaddy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like 10 years later, that shit be like,
Nah, right. Listen, now.
what?
Listen, now, bro.
I'm at my other house doing a podcast right now. You know, just,
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like as soon as like I got to where I was at, and I'm now just traveling everywhere. They're like, "Dang, AC, why aren't you living life now?" Like, nah, I told you this is what I was working for, but you was like, you was having fun. You
call
was
me a
going to the
broke
club
nigga.
every night, and you was doing da in your 20s.
nah, bro,
I
should hear
decided to
that.
work in my 20s and enjoy my 30s. You decided to work
Facts.
in your. You decided to live life in your 20s, and now you working in your 30s. So it's
Nah,
all
bro, I
about
used to get that
priorities.
shit every week from the people close to me, like, "Oh, you no fun. You a granddaddy ass
I'm
nigga."
cool with that.
Da, da, da. Mm-hmm.
I'm so cool with that. Cause now I ain't complaining about life at all.
with that now too.
I'm big cool.
Oh, you a grandpa?
I'm cool.
I don't care.
For real. I don't need to
Bank
be.
account is a grandpa too.
Oh yeah, I don't need to be any of that. But I don't know. That I think that's a priority thing, and that's a mindset thing too. But it's just I just found it super funny. Like they would consider me. I don't think they understand the difference between broke and a person who knows how to financially budget his funds throughout the
Or
month.
conservative.
Or conservative as well, or minimalist. You know what I'm saying? Like at that, like there's just certain things that I wouldn't do. Just like I'm not gonna buy $300 Prada shades just to buy it to look good to go to an event,
Some people
unless
Right.
unless I'm gonna flip it.
Because
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You know what? I
Bro.
got. While we on that topic, I got a question. Have any of y'all had to ever deal with a woman where you went broke and the energy may have been different because the lifestyle then became different?
Yeah, I actually did. I didn't go broke, but I left the. Not say left the city, but I wasn't really around like that in the city no more. So I always was like, take her out. We go on restaurants. We do all this. And then while I told her like, yeah, I'm going back home for 2 months. This is during college, summertime. I'm going back home, and like it was just like we ain't never really did nothing at all. And then when I came back, she would be on some. All right, I know what it is. So I definitely dealt with a girl that's like, if it's not beneficial for her, she not even gonna engage, or she didn't even engage.
That never happened to me because I never approached a girl like with money, like acting like I had money.
No, I never did it.
But-
I never wanted a girl to like, yeah.
But no, bro, not necessarily saying having money, but where your financial lifestyle changed, but she was with you at a different period when it was better. Like, say you might have had a job and then you have a job no more for 6 months.
So man, she leave.
No, not even me. I'm just saying, has the energy ever been different once you start going through financial turmoil?
Yeah, the pussy slow down a little bit. Like that. I mean,
Wait, so she ain't have as much sex when the money wasn't?
she just like wasn't. Well, I ain't gonna say her. Yeah, like some females be like not like you broke, but like you need to go and get some money. Not like you broke, but like
you broke.
and then you come home and with a bankroll, right? I came home with a bankroll a couple times. She, my pussy getting wet now.
They say
For
like,
this,
what the fuck?
Right.
yeah, you be like, boy, I'm trying to break your back, like your pockets. You know
but
what
nah,
I'm saying?
like
With your
it
pockets
wasn't like
broke.
my girl left me and she just stepped back a little bit. Like you're not doing what you need to do, so I'm gonna step back so you can grow the fuck up and step out. But if I was like cut me completely off, nah,
I got you.
hell nah.
Yeah. No, I know. Unfortunately, I guess I wouldn't say unfortunately. Everyone has their prerogative and priorities, but it is lame sometimes when money is like the first factor that like
That's super lame. Oh, that's
it's
super.
Yeah,
when it's the
that's some
first factor that you
stupid
think of.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Women can't find real love because they be chasing
No
that
lie.
bill.
Yeah, like when it's the first factor when meeting.
Gonna show you way more love.
No, yeah. When it's the first factor when you meeting a person and you judging if you're gonna be with that person or not based off that first factor, not knowing that you can, you know what I'm saying, you can one grow with a person and
Right.
that person could literally be working on $1 million plan or whatever it can be. They're just not there yet. But also just not even getting to know who the type of who the person is, knowing he could be a super awesome guy. He just lost his job, whatever case it be. Like, I never base my first like reason why I'm gonna be with somebody based off their finances. Like, it's way more to a person than that. But
Damn, bro, I guess I'm kind of fucked up then.
yeah,
I do
the
think
first.
like that too sometimes.
That's your
So-
first thing.
No, like sometimes now I be like, damn, like I wonder if I did go and pursue a rich ass lady, maybe my life would be different. I don't know. But I'm not that type of guy. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't.
Me personally,
Cause even like I think of it in my case, like the girls that wanted either the super popular guy in school or the dude that was super flashy on college campus with the car and all that stuff that he got from his parents, whatever the case may be.
never that guy.
But look, as I see the difference now, like now where I'm at in life, they hit me up 2-3 years later saying, "Oh man, you know I remember when you was da da da." I'm like, nah, like I'm the same guy. You see where I'm at now. I was still there the same way, but you ain't look at me that way. That case would be
And some
So-
females don't see it until like they leave. Then they like, damn, he was pretty.
that too.
Tyler
That
Perry
too.
got a lot of movies like that where the girl left the guy because the guy wasn't getting as much money, but this guy over here, he got a lot of money. But he
Right.
used to this shit.
Temptation.
You know what I'm saying? He a cheater
Right.
and all that, but all you see is
Yeah.
the dollar bill. But this guy over here, he getting out the mud. He don't got as much money as him, but he getting out the mud. He way more respectful. He way more loving and all that. But when you chase that dollar bill, that shit is just shoot. And you
A
and
lot
then
of-
when you got the dollar bill, you like, you really want that real love, so you gonna go run back to the dude
Right.
and really, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, bro,
it's
I'm
all the game.
gonna be transparent. So my first interest gonna be looks.
Mm-hmm.
My second interest gonna be in the brain. Money never really been a big thing because I got my own money. So even if you don't have it, like I got it. So we got it or we'll figure it out. It's no problem. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know how people do this shit. But I identify people just based off their brains and their inner. Cause how the fuck I'm even know your inner worth paying attention to by walking past you on the street if you dress in a ninja suit or I can't see how good you look. So. Yeah, I don't even not logically know how people like I fell in love with the mind first. Like, no, motherfucker, they were attractive, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You have your
You just heard they
You soft.
like you
Right.
heard they thought one day all the way in Las Vegas and was like, "This is my baby out here speaking.
Nah,
This is my
so-
calling."
so.
Nah, nigga, you see him it's like, hey, she fine as a motherfucker.
Nah,
You ain't
I-
see no moose in
I was saying,
brain.
like, what I believe it is when
Man,
folk
y'all
be
are funny.
when folk be saying that, I feel like, of course, everyone has their preference, but there's some women, at least for me, right? I know there's some women that I ideally would not talk to based off of looks. But when I talk to them and they start to speak with their vernacular and personality start coming, I'm like, you know what? She actually, she alright. I can, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And vice versa too. And vice versa with the girl who looks super bad or is my type. And then they start to speak in our attitude. I'm like, man, she not even that bad. Like, you really nasty in real life. Like you really, and that really, I think the mindset, I think the psychology for me personally, that either is gonna increase or decrease your outer look to me. Because like, I don't care how bad you look, if you have a nasty attitude and you don't know how to treat people, you know what I'm saying, gracefully or whatever the case may be, I ain't gonna lie, you gonna look, I'm gonna look at you like, man, you got an ugly inner, so your outside just
Bro,
make you ugly
that's
now.
a real fact.
You know what I mean?
Me and Chelsea was in pro copy
real.
like December, and this girl slide in, and she like, just idea, red bone, got locks, and she knew who he was. Right, so she walked up, she was like, "Oh, I love y'all," and me and Chelsea both each other that look like, "Yeah, we love you too." So the girl like, she's like, "I love y'all," that we like appreciate it. She go to the counter, and then we iron her, and Chelsea was like, I'm finna bag her. I was like, definitely bag her. Like, I like her. She's beautiful. And, bro, like, as soon as Chelsea turned, the girl snatched something out the cashier hand and was like, give me my motherfucking money with your slow ass. Something like that. And started walking out the
Oh,
store. And then Chelsea turned
wow.
back and looked at me and was like, oh, nah, fuck that. We ain't messing with her. So, nah, bro, character, I don't know, sis. And I don't know her from nowhere. But, yes, sis, we definitely, we thought you was a cool individual based off the brief conversation we had. But when you cuss that old white man out, I'm saying that ended the whole attraction.
Pursuit,
Like, nah,
right.
I don't give a damn fine you is. You just don't be around nasty motherfuckers. And people just
Exactly.
harboring negative energy, walking around, spewing that shit on everybody they come in contact with.
You know everything about sports, everything about music, fucking what weed is popping, what's designer, what's this and that, but you don't know shit about yourself. So a lot of you guys are just well-dressed vessels.